What's up guys, this is Jamal from Courseacademy. I'm coming to you guys today with a Kajabi review. It's going to be a completely honest review. I'm not just going to be talking about the positives, I'm going to be talking about the negatives and the positives. And at the end, I'll be going over if it's actually going to be worth it or not. But make sure that you stay all the way to the end. I'm going to be giving out some free material for all the people that are actually my riders who's actually going to go the whole way. Alright, so we're actually going to be kicking off the video talking about the negatives first, and then we're just going to go over the whole platform after. So to be honest, there's really not too much negatives that I could think of, but the first one that would come to mind would actually be the community around Kajabi. If you compare it to something like the ClickFunnels community, which they are very big when it comes to their community, they actually have challenges and conferences that is mainly geared to just helping you build up your sales and helping you get more revenue from your online business. With Kajabi, you do have a Facebook group that Kajabi leads, and it is good to be able to just post in there at any time and get a quick question back, but it's not as comprehensive as the full-on community that ClickFunnels has. So the second negative I'm going to bring up for Kajabi is actually going to be the pricing. If you compare it to some of the other course creating platforms, you are going to see that it's a tad bit high, but to be honest, there is a lot that goes into that higher price that they're asking, and I will be going over that towards the ending part of the video. And that's really it with the negatives. Honestly, I really can't think of much else besides those two I mentioned. But besides that, let's get on to the review. So the first thing I want to talk about in this platform is it is a very big platform, and it has so many different products, and we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of everything it has to offer. But as a grand whole, as a concept I want you to see is that the main thing that I honestly see with this platform is it was made to save people time. Okay, so we're just gonna go through the list of the main things that Kajabi has to offer. First, we're gonna be going right into the products category. So the main thing in the product category is gonna be the ability to make courses, to make a community, to build a podcast, and to do coaching. I will say that Kajabi as a whole platform was most likely built best to be an online course creator more than anything else. But I will say, if you are doing something else that's also an online business, there's other categories that it's also good for as well. So the first thing I'm gonna just touch on when it comes to just saving you time is the fact that with the course creator, they make it so easy by giving you guys templates. So all you have to do is literally just plug and play. I'm going to show a couple on screen, but as you can see, there's ones that you really don't have to do much. All you have to do is just take out a couple of the things that they have that's on the page and just substitute it with yours. And that's as simple as that. So it's not like you have to go in depth and create everything from scratch if you don't want to. If you want to and you really want to be that guy that's doing everything from scratch, then kudos to you. I know personally myself, I like something that's going to be able to save me time, especially if it's actually going to be a proven way to get good sales in the end. And so like I said, their course creator is probably their main point of their platform, bigger than anything else. So I'd say everything kind of revolves around this. And with this one point, it comes a lot of stuff. First off, because of the fact that with Kajabi, you have so many different softwares bundled into one, and we're going to be getting more into that during the review. But let's say with the course creator, usually with a lot of other different platforms, for the beginners, you might not notice as much, but for the people that have tried different platforms and different softwares that's made for creating courses, you have to end up combining a lot of different softwares just to be able to upload your content for people to learn. So let's say something as simple as just adding a video to your course. You have to either host it on YouTube or host it onto another site, and it kind of makes a bit of a disconnect when it comes to the actual student learning from your course, rather than having something that you can completely customize everything, just like the branding around whatever you're making. Let's say it could be the colors, however you want to put different text on the screen. And that's the best thing about it. You can literally customize everything because all of it is being controlled by Kajabi. You're not using a bunch of different platforms just to get the course across. You can upload everything into this one site and then push it out to the people that's going to be taking your course, which obviously is going to save you time, not only for the factor of knowing that everything is perfectly working together, but also just so that it's a seamless experience for the person that's actually going to be buying it. And the more seamless experience it is for the people that's buying it, the more they're going to want to come back to you guys to keep purchasing more and possibly even recommend to other people that's also searching. The next products that they have in their platform is a podcast creator. I'm going to say personally, I'm not really much of a podcast fan. I'm usually one that likes to just get video content. but there's going to be people out that's also going to want podcasts, and this gives you a great platform to be able to have that versatility with what you're offering. You could also do private coaching in case you want to have any private lessons. You also have the ability to be able to create a community around the people that are going to be paying for your course or for your platform that you're creating. So the next thing we're going to be touching on is the things revolving around sales. So in the sales tab, what Kajabi gives you the ability to do is create offers, coupons, payments, and you can have your own affiliates. So the cool thing about the offers category is it's going to be giving you guys a lot of flexibility when it comes to how you're going to be charging your customers. You could have one course that you're making, and you could actually have different offers all created around that one course. Let's say if one customer came in through one way, you could have just a standard price for whatever you're offering, or let's say you could actually have a discounted offer based on whatever happened in the transaction. Of course, with the coupons, there isn't really much explaining to it. It's awesome that it gives you that versatility, but I mean, it is what it sounds like. You're basically just giving a coupon to be able to discount whatever the customer is buying from your site. With the payments category, I'm actually going to touch back on the factor that, again, it saves time and it saves energy for you, because usually with a lot of course creation platforms, what you actually have to do is not just make whatever course you have, you actually have to get a whole different payment platform to be able to connect your payments with whatever you're selling, especially when you're doing something with WordPress. Where with this, you're literally getting everything in one. You actually get Stripe payment functionality and PayPal. So it's not even just one. You actually get two options, which again, for customers, the more options, the better. You don't want to single people out just because they have one and not the other. And one cool thing I actually saw with payments is that you could actually have the option, instead of just bulking everything into one payment, you could actually split up payments, which again, let's be real, a lot of people don't want to just pay the regular price for everything up front. They like to split up payments. They want to just take that monthly options. So at least it gives you the versatility to be able to do that too. So the really cool thing is actually with the affiliates functionality as well. And for the people that don't know what an affiliate is basically when someone is selling your product. So let's say you have a product or a course, Kajabi will actually provide you with a link so that you can give to other people to sell your course. And it actually gives you the functionality to be able to control how much you're paying them per sale. So you can actually have a whole group of worker ants working for you while you're the queen bee sitting back collecting payments. That's pretty fire. And now we're on to the website category. It breaks it down into 4 different stages. There's the design, pages, navigation, and blog. So you have a couple selections here of things that you want to do of how you're going to be actually posting whatever you're selling. You can either have a full website if you have a lot of things that you're selling. If you just want to have a one simple page sale type of thing, you can just do one landing page, or it's going to be a funnel that's going to help you sell something or even upsell whatever product you're having if you have multiple tiers to whatever you're selling. And of course, as I mentioned, they have to be able to save you some time again, right? And yep, of course they do. They make templates for each one. So just as I mentioned, when you're creating your own course and you have plenty of templates to easily choose from, they give you very laid out templates to again just be able to plug and play whatever things you actually want to use, which is huge for the people that are just beginning, because when you're jumping into something like this that you've never done before, it's not going to be easy to just do everything from scratch. Yes, you could watch plenty of YouTube videos out there, but it makes it a lot easier when you could just take a template, plug in what you want from it, and just go with it from there. So this next thing here is again another thing that saves you guys a lot of time, and is another step that you get to cut away from adding another software to be able to make this whole thing work together. And that is on the marketing section. So the awesome thing about this, for the people that are already selling their own online course, or for the people that are just getting into it now, usually what you want to do when you're selling your own online course is you actually want to build up an email list. You don't want to just sell whatever you're selling. You want to be able to own that customer and keep in contact, so even if you're not selling them on something now, you can keep selling them something in the future. And to me, to be honest, I would say email marketing is probably one of the coolest things to me, because this by itself is something that can literally take your business from being something that you constantly keep having to put more time into to something that can completely work on autopilot by itself, even when you're sleeping. So with Kajabi, instead of having to sign up for other softwares that you have to integrate with things like ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign or whatever the case may be, you actually have that same functionality in Kajabi itself, which is so huge, guys. And not only for the part of saving time, but also for the fact that you have one less thing to worry about failing in the future. Because we all know the more things that you add into something that you're doing, the more likely it is for something to fail. And it would suck if whatever failure happened just ended up costing you money or costing you a customer from being able to sign up with you. So with this functionality, just the same as you have with something like ActiveCampaign or ConvertKit. You can actually make your own email sequence so that when you're building up your email list and you're building up your contact list, everyone's going to be able to get their own tailor-made emails that's going to be helping to sell your course or sell whatever you're selling online. So some of the next things that I actually want to talk about that isn't really a category that's listed in Kajabi, but it does have its own value, is the fact of the customer support that you're actually able to get from Kajabi, which I don't know about you guys, but that is a huge thing to me. I really hate it when I get into a problem with whatever software I'm using and the only thing that they have to be able to contact their customer support is, let's say, an email where you have to email the person and then they end up getting back to you either a week later or a couple days later, which could really end up dampening whatever your workflow is, because we all know that time is money, and if you got to be sitting around for days just to get a response from customer support, that's money that you're going to be losing. And with Kajabi, I would honestly say that they have an amazing customer service support system. They have a live chat that you could actually access 24/7. You don't have to worry about whatever time zone you're in, or if it's the right time to be able to contact them. No, if you have a problem, whatever time that you're at, if you're up at 12 o'clock working on your website and you end up coming into a problem, you could actually go right to the customer support and they can answer with ease. So that's the main things that Kajabi has to offer. Now, of course, it begs the question, is it worth it? Is it worth the price? And first, I'm going to show you what the price actually is. So as you can see, I'm pretty sure if you already compared it with other platforms, you are going to see that this is a little bit on the higher scale compared to other course creating platforms. But to be honest, the thing that you have to notify is that it's not just a course creating platform that's just like something else like Thinkific. It replaces your website hosting, your course creator, your email marketing provider, your membership host, whatever landing page builder you have, funnel builder, and payment processor. It eliminates all of that and puts it into one. And to me, to be honest, that is worth the price that they're asking. You have to look at it as an overall investment instead of just thinking of it as a one-time investment into the course creator. And generally, if you're actually adding up how much all these different softwares are that you're going to be trying to build together, it usually comes out to be more than what Kajabi is actually asking. Not to mention the whole point that I was getting to in the review, it saves you a lot of time and a lot of headaches from having to bundle together all these different platforms to work seamlessly, which for a beginner, if you're just starting with this, obviously it's going to help you a lot, just because you don't have to be trying to get as many things to work all together at once. And even for someone that's doing this for a while, it's going to be saving you guys a lot of time and the stress from having to worry about a whole bunch of things not being able to perfectly work seamlessly together. Alright guys, so that's just about the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you had any questions about it, make sure you leave it in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer whatever questions you have down there. And if this actually helps you guys out, or if you're looking for more content that's going to be looking to help you guys in the future for creating your own online courses, then make sure you subscribe. And this is my very first video on YouTube, but I'll be making at least one video per week. So make sure if you did like this, you stay locked in for the next one. Finally, for the people that I mentioned in the beginning that are my true riders that actually made it the whole video, I'm not just lying to you. I am actually going to be giving you something for free. All you have to do is go down into the link below and you're going to be able to get your own free checklist for being able to start your own online course. Alright guys, so till next time, peace.